Check us out on Patreon, guys, where we're giving you the entire year now for $10.08. Over 100 videos worth of content for $10.08.
8 cents is just such a slap in the face.
Like 84 cents a month, I think is what it comes out to.
I haven't seen 84 cents in 15 years. Ever since penny candy.
So check us out on Patreon, guys. Hope to see you there.
The entire year.
What's up, Patreon? Your boys are
yeah.
back. I'm Ryan, my man George.
What's shaking, guys? How you living out there, man?
Yeah, man.
Shout out to our free thinkers.
Absolutely, dude.
Didn't know that we hadn't gotten to this guy. I think I just assumed that we did Rob Zombie.
I didn't know this motherfucker made music. I've only known him from movies, right? Didn't he? This is the same dude, right?
Yeah, he made some. I think he does. He's done a lot of horror flicks.
Let's take a look here. Let's just take a look. Okay, so Devil's Rejects. I remember that movie.
I've heard of Devil's Rejects.
That was Rob Zombie. What else we got? Three from Hell. I think that was the sequel to Devil's Rejects.
Was it? Okay.
I seen that one. That was hard.
I've heard of House of a Thousand Corpses. I've heard of as well.
Really? I don't know what that one was. Was it
I've
good?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen
Oh, you
it.
haven't seen it. Okay, cool. The new Halloween joints, that was fire. But this is the only way I've ever heard. I've never heard of Rob Zombie doing music.
He was always just that extra eccentric, in that Marilyn Manson class guy during the 90s for me. He's an interesting cat, you know what I'm saying?
Guardians of the Frickin' Galaxy. I did not know he did that. Both of those. I don't know if there's more than two because I haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxies, guys. So don't crucify me. I haven't seen either one of them. But
That's crazy though. That's it.
That's all you need.
That's all you need.
You don't need
That's
anything
his
else.
Old Town Road. That's his Lil Nas X right there. I'm sure that was a great payday. Shout out to
I'm
Rob
telling
Zombie
you.
for getting the bag.
Even if he didn't do anything else, that's all you needed there. Private Parts, the Howard Stern movie.
Yeah, Metalhead, Headbanger's Journey, which we've got like 1,000 DVDs in the when we used to put our address out there. We literally received probably about almost 100 Metalhead, Headbanger's Journey DVDs from you guys.
And they
Shout out to everybody that sent us.
And they said that we need to watch that, and I have to be
I've seen
forthcoming.
it.
I didn't watch it.
I did my homework.
You did your homework?
I did my
Okay, I didn't watch it. I should have. I need to. Maybe, this weekend I could kind of check it out. But getting back to Rob Zombie, the artist, as it pertains to music,
yes,
we're going to do Dragula, not Dracula, Dragula.
Yep.
I don't know what that means, but...
not sure. This is just the most popular song that we saw on YouTube. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I just know that he was a very sort of polarizing figure.
Yeah,
same
big time.
thing with Marilyn Manson in the 90s. And I'm surprised we haven't done them.
Yeah, man.
So we just picked this one. A couple other requests. What was it? Something Beast. Super Beast was the other request. Yeah. And what else did we have in there?
Pussy Liquor? No, I'm just joking. I just saw that, so I was like,
Living Dead Girl was up in there as well. Couple other options. He's got a song with Alice Cooper that I think he won a Grammy for that we were thinking about doing. Robert Bartlett Cummings, known professionally as Rob Zombie, is an American singer, songwriter, filmmaker, and voice actor. To what you were saying, Ryan. Yeah. He's a founding member of the heavy metal band White Zombie. That's the other band.
Okay. Yep.
I remember White Zombie. His first solo effort was in 1996, Hands of Death. That's the one I was talking about, written and performed with Alice Cooper. That's the one that went on to receive Best Metal Performance, or it was nominated at least for it at the Grammys.
Yeah, man.
In 97, he began working on his debut solo studio album, Hellbilly Deluxe, it looks like, which was released in August of 98. Hellbilly went on to sell over 3 million copies worldwide, so he got the bag. All right, let's get into it, man. We chose Dracula, popular joint.
Let's get it.
Hey, we'll do another one from Rob, just if we fucked up the request, which we probably did because it's the most popular song. Whatever. But let's get into it.
Yeah, man.
Rob Zombie, Dragula.
Sounds a little weird.
Yo, I'll pay good money to see a retired goth girl dance to this song. I want a retired go-go goth girl to get it into this song.
A retired go-go goth girl.
I want to see.
Where do those people exist?
Oh, they exist on Patreon. I guarantee you we got a couple retired go-go goth girls that can get it into this song. Tell me I'm lying.
Oh,
Send me a video. We'll pay good money for that.
Oh, no, man.
Anyways, but this was to me Night at the Roxbury meets Now that the Roxbury meets motherfucking Depeche Mode meets Typo Negative, Black Number One. You know, I want to say what is love, but all I ever wanted, and then I want to go to Black Number One. It's got that industrial. I'm being silly. It's got that industrial goth metal.
It sounds like disco to me. That's what it sounds like to me. Like that doosh, 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 doosh. You know, every disco like song has that.
Or like a rave.
Beep, beep. Doosh, beep, beep. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Come on. That sounds like that, guys. Come on.
Who's that? Diana, was it the Supremes? Diana or Diana?
No, that was what's her name?
Donna
Summers.
Summers.
That's
Okay,
what it was.
yeah,
Donna Summers.
It sounds like a rave to me.
Yeah.
And I can see goth girls just doing their little twist. Shout out to all the retired goth go-go girls.
Yeah,
and the practicing goth go-go. I don't know if that's still popping though. Anyways.
But I will say though, the way he's approaching it so far, vocally, it sounds sinister. It's a lot like the movies to me. He sounds like aggressive and sinister. I don't know what he was talking about here, but I do think it's still within the same theme of what he gives you in movies. Yeah. So I don't know where this song is. The one thing I will say that this song is doing for me personally, it's keeping me guessing. Because the way it started, and then we went into those hard computer-based notes, into this, I don't even know what to call it, kind of, I don't know, trans-inducing type of, I don't know.
Industrial to me. It sounds straight up industrial.
It's a little
like
different. It's a little different.
What's that, Five Finger Death Punch with the bro metal vocals a little bit, but with a sinister, like, undertone to it, man. Shout out to Rob, man.
Yeah, man. Well, let's keep it
rocking.
Going.
I've heard I don't know if I've heard this or I was just able to predict it. I'm trying to figure that out. Cause that I don't know if I was able to predict that. Or maybe I heard something similar.
I've said this before, man. The way you just sang that sounded a lot better than the fucking original. The cadence that you used, I don't know. I didn't hear that in that. I didn't hear anything that sounded like that at all. Other than the end. Dragula. That was it. That's the only thing. Do it again. Yeah.
Just get a taste, man.
That sounded all right.
You gotta pay for the
that
rest.
Sounded hot
I'm
to
gonna
me.
start an OnlyFans though. I can start an OnlyFans to give you the rest.
That's the wave. That's the wave
right there.
You got to do some helicopter tricks though with OnlyFans.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But getting into the lyrics, man, when he says "and burn through the witches and I slam in the back of my Dragula," is that like a car? Is that like a ghoul? A ghoul truck? It's like a ghoul. Slam him in the back, burn through the witches, kill him, throw them all in the back, and I Dragula or I drag them from the back of it. I don't know.
I don't know either,
Maybe I'm
man.
thinking too deeply into it.
So I think what I'm gonna do is cheat here and just kind of see what they're saying here as far as a description of what he meant. And I guess he told Billboard magazine that the title came from the name of the old TV show, The Monsters.
Hey, the
Remember
Monsters.
That? Yeah, I remember that too. That was a fun show, man. I grew up watching shit like that.
Is that with my man Lurch?
Yep.
My man Lurch.
Or was that
the Addams Family.
Addams Family. That's what it was.
Oh yeah, Lurch was Addams Family.
Yeah. So, but I got those two confused a lot too. Don't get me wrong. I'm trying to remember.
But the grandfather was green on the Monsters, right?
Yeah, and he had like an old school car.
Yeah.
That looked like. Yep, that's him.
Yep, grandpa.
Yep, that's him. That just brings back such good memories, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Al. Rest in peace to Al Lewis, I'm assuming. And he from Brooklyn too. I didn't know Al was from Brooklyn. All right, let's get back to it, man. I mean, I know we're just kind of loose in this reaction, but this is actually an entertaining listen. I don't know if I like the song, but I'm having fun just listening to it and talking about it. You know what I'm saying? That's the best I can do for you. All right, let's get back to it, guys.
Now this sounds like rave music right here.
It's kind of banging on.
It is.
It's kind of not.
You know what's this is Old Town Road to me. You mentioned Old Town Road when we talked about Guardians of the Galaxy, that he directed that movie or produced it or whatever he did. But this is kind of wearing me down. But I really hate parts of this song. I can't even hide it. But parts that's jamming, and what I mean by jamming, parts that's really like clubbish, that part right there, it's kind of breaking me down.
It is.
I do like that part, but that other part, oh my God, I don't even know what he's saying during that part to identify it, guys. But I'll let you know when it comes back in. That part is really like, I really dislike the way that sounds. But the other parts are kind of like, it's getting me into the kind of club vibe. And that's weird because I have to say that I don't think I've ever, well, I don't want to say ever because I'm probably a prisoner of the moment right now, but I will have to say I can't recollect. To my recollection, I don't remember a metal-ish type of song putting me in a club vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that this is pretty unique in that way, that it really is, it has metal elements, but it has almost a disco element and that industrial metal element all fused into one that kind of works for a club. When's the last time you've been to a club and like, man, put that metal song on, that's a banger? When's the last time
it hasn't been a time.
Yeah. But I can see somebody saying that to the song.
But I've been at raves. I've been to a few raves where it wasn't necessarily metal, but this has a rave vibe to me, an industrial vibe to me, where that shit did knock. And I guess that's what this is. When you said it's wearing you down, I think just life experience helps you a lot of times with appreciating certain things. But there's a lot that can be said about probably what probably makes the song a little cheesy, maybe even a little dated. Especially with the whole bro metal, like sinister bro metal voice. Yeah, yes, but when you transport yourself back to being in a rave and you hear that vibration from the speaker, boom, 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 and you hear people sweat. You remember people sweating and having a good time and dancing. Acid out. I wasn't on it, but I saw it. You know what I'm saying? You can appreciate it for what it was doing at the time.
What was the place called in Matrix? This is literally. Oh yeah, and I was reading that too. This was literally in the Matrix. Oh, it was?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
I didn't know. That's what it sounds like to me. That's exactly what when they were in the Zion. That's what it was called. Zion. When you went to Zion and everybody was kind of partying and shit. That's what this gives me.
There you go.
And that's what it was, huh?
Also in the
club
movie,
scene. That's exactly.
Club scene.
Yep. So you know what, Rob Zombie, you nailed that shit because for me to not. I didn't read that. I swear to God, I didn't read that, guys. And that's exactly what I thought of.
Yes. Yes.
That scene.
All right, let's get back to it.
It works for the song. It works though. It works. It works. Dragula.
You know what, man? This is the song where before I start drinking, man, I'm gonna play the cut on. I'm gonna act like, I'm gonna act like certain elements of it, you know, or any of it really is just on some weird shit. You know, I'm gonna play the cut in the back. I'm gonna lean against the wall, be Mr. Cool and shit. But then after a couple drinks, when you hear that boop, 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 you're like, you know what, man? Next thing I know, I'm like, Dragula after a couple
when
drinks.
When you're drunk as hell.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is not a song that I would voluntarily ever go back to listen to again. But in the right circumstances, with big loud speakers, you know what I'm saying? And when I'm inebriated to a degree, I can understand how this one went off. I can see how this had impact. You know, couple that with, you know, Rob Zombie's appearance, his whole demeanor, his mystique, the sort of niche that he carved out with the horror gore in his music and then translating it into movies. And I think people fell in love with all of that. They fell in love with this sort of horrorcore style of industrial metal. You know what I'm saying? That it just, so it's just like a sort of a cultural movement that I think maybe he spearheaded or that he was a part of. Him, I think Ministry is another band that we did in that industrial scene. We did, I forgot what song we did for Ministry. So, you know, I get the movement. Not my style, a little cheesy on the vocals, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, musically, nothing that really blew me away, but I felt the energy of this. I understand the aggression that it had and the emotion that he was letting out that got people into it.
Right.
So it's a catchy ass industrial metal song, man.
It is, dude. And that's kind of what I'm gathering from this song, dude. It's just, I think it works. This is an interesting listen for me because I can see why everyone likes it. Not maybe everyone doesn't like it, but I can see why the 118 million people like it. It bangs. So maybe my memory is just bad right now. It's just I can't think of a time where I can think of a metal song that I would go to the DJ in a club and be like, hey, play this. This is going to go crazy. This is going to go crazy. And I feel like you could do that with this. Not in love with the song, though, to be honest with you, but I get it. I see it. I see the appeal. Yeah. And if I was in a club, I'd probably bang to that. I would have a good time. So
I have an appreciation for the club scene.
Yeah,
like
so
if you've never into the club scene, this is gonna be, or the rave scene. I don't project that many people are going to like this. But if you had a period in your life when you went out and you had a good time dancing and being in the club and celebrating a little bit, something like this may appeal to you. But you know what? I don't think this hit the clubs. But throwing that sad, I'll be like, yo, man, throwing that sad but true Metallica, man. I think that'll bang out.
I love that. I just love that song.
I'm sorry.
I just love that song. I just think we love that song, but that ain't.
I can hear that banging, boom.
Yeah, but you think people are dancing to that though?
No.
No,
No, bro. No, they ain't gonna Millie rock to say.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I can see motherfuckers going nuts to
me. I said I would. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bang that. You know what I'm gonna start doing, man? Because I feel like the people, you know, there's certain songs that come up, man, that aren't necessarily artistic marvels, and we look at the comments, and it's dominated by people saying they don't like it.
Right.
I'm just wondering how many silent people out there that are scared to kind of respond and say they like the song. I wonder how many of those people are on our Patreon that just don't want to feel like going back and forth with people in the comments. Don't want to argue and be challenged. You know, so I think one way we can get those voices heard is do a poll. I'm just gonna put up a simple poll that said
with no comments. You can't comment on the poll.
Yeah, did you? They're gonna comment.
Yeah,
Sonic Professor's gonna comment on the poll. Shout out to Sonic Professor. Sonic Professor's gonna get his shit off.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna put up a poll. Did you like the song? Yes or no? I'm just curious.
All right.
We should do that from now on. Every time I'm gonna do like everything. Backstreet Boys. Did you?
No, we ain't gonna go crazy with it. We ain't gonna go crazy with the shit now.
We gonna get crazy, man. We gonna do some shit. All right, guys, that's it, man. Shout out to Rob Zombie, though, man. Like Ryan said, we'll probably check out some of his movies.
Yeah.
Give us some other suggestions. I don't know if this industrial thing. I didn't really look to the side here to see what his typical sound. If this is his typical sound. That industrial club metal type of sound, rave metal type of thing. But let us know. Give us some other suggestions. Be happy to get back to him because I was entertained by that. For sure.
Yeah, dude.
That's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed that, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also, guys, we have a Patreon channel. If you're interested, it will allow you to get exclusive access to our content. The link for that will be in the description. I'm George. That's Ryan, Lost in Vegas.
We out.